middle of Lyme Regis for the fossil show.
I'm here with my school to see the Fossil Festival. It's amazing.
This is the 7th annual Lyme Regis Fossil Festival. I am here as part of my team's set of activities that we've got for the school kids today and then for the general public tomorrow and Sunday.
Started in 2005, it simply told Lyme Regis's Earth science story.
Forward for the battle of the wind! The wind of the Jurassic coast! On our right, we have water! On our left, we have land!
All we've got to do is get the wind to Weymouth.
We're filling up!
Why we've got to get the wind to Weymouth is because Weymouth and wind begin with the same letter. I thank the writers for that.
Today's a school's day, and I often think that's one of the best days because it's just wonderful to see 600-700 young people really just having fun and talking to the world's leading experts.
So nothing as big as these? No.
All his soft squidgy bits, his gills, his intestines, they were only in the outer coil of the shell. All the middle of the shell was hollow and it was divided up into little tiny chambers. And the animal could control how much gas and water was in each chamber.
I've learned that the oldest thing in the world is something with white dots and it's a rock, and I holded the oldest thing that I'll probably ever hold because it was older than the Earth.
What was it?
It was a meteor.
The festival is about the public engagement in science. It's about reaching people of all ages and backgrounds and giving them the opportunity to appreciate the natural environment and leave them wanting to know more.
Lovely. So I'm going to put the boarding passes. How many of there are you? Okay. You want to keep hold of those? You'll need those on the way into the bay.
As we pass along the East Devon and Dorset coast and later out towards Pangaea, I'll be pointing out areas of interest and some of the other World Heritage Sites which share our UNESCO status. Roger ATC, descending 500 feet, thank you.
We'll just take a little recording of that. I'm a zoologist at the Natural History Museum. We're still kind of developing skills in how to pilot it, but it may well turn out that some young kid who's spent a lot of time on PlayStation is a lot better at this than I am. Maybe we'll find a dinosaur.
They do 4 or 5 different activities per school with different people. Some about using electron microscopes, to digging in sand pits, to looking at dinosaur bones, panning for gold, whatever else it is.
If I get you to gather around this table, this is where you're going to get all messy, really hard, and all this sandpaper, grinding paper, and grind down the ammonites to make them really, really smooth. And when you get them really smooth, I'm going to take them onto the polishing wheel.
They're learning loads of things about different dinosaurs and different fossils and things like that, and they're just asking loads of questions. I'm really surprised at how much they want to know, and I think our teaching and our planning will be extended from this now. We'll be able to do loads of interesting stuff from the visit.
Very well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, this way, please.
Now let's take a closer look at the pliosaurs in us. You, of course, are about here in the cinema, and I am here.
It's brilliant animation telling us about all the things that the pliosaur ate and how they evolved. And it was basically quite disgusting, really.
Why?
Well, because it ate quite a lot of things and he didn't really, clean up.
It's amazing.
Why is it amazing?
It's just how it works and everything like that.
I've learned that there were over 1 million dinosaurs around about 3 million years ago.
I'm interested in trying to explore ways to make people go beyond just looking at fossils, but actually understanding the geology and what it tells us about Earth history. And one of the ways to do this is through maps. So this morning we've had primary school parties coming into the area we've got for half an hour and basically just trying to introduce them to the idea that things like iPads are actually scientifically really useful pieces of equipment. It's one advantage of working on the coast. We've got a very nice open access to the sky, so GPS works brilliantly well here, and it basically will locate you to within about 3-4 metres.
What's the best bit about it?
The fact that it actually takes you back to the past and tells you about everything that there was and how that can change the future too.
We want to build a monument to recently extinct species because the scientists are saying that this is now happening on a geological scale. And so we want to raise the subject in a creative way. And so we're going to build a monument with the carved images of all species that have gone extinct since the dodo. In the middle of it will be a big bell, for which this here is the scale model. The big bell will be 10 foot in diameter. This one's about 4. And what will happen with that bell is it will be rung whenever a species goes extinct from now on.
What's the lifetime value of a young person who discovers an ammonite? You know, if that relationship is nurtured through all their lives, that's a great way for them to get involved in the sciences, and not just the natural sciences, but science more generally.
I got a bag full here, all minerals.
Okay, zip it up.
I want to be a paleontologist.
Really? What does a paleontologist do?
It studies everything about fossils.